everyone, Christine here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to all my new subscribers. And welcome to My Creative Time's 162nd release day. So our sale starts today at 8 a.m. and ends tomorrow at midnight. And don't forget to use any of our coupon codes for 15% off your entire order. And my coupon code is Christine, but please feel free to share the love with any of my design team sisters. And so I'll leave all their names down below. And so before I do a recap, let me share with you some of the new projects I created for the release. And so I created another one of these seed pockets. Isn't that cute? I love it. And of course, this is one of my favorite images. And so I did fussy cut this out. And I did change out this flower. It had this larger flower here, but I didn't want it covering up this heart too much. And so I replaced that, and I added these tiny little butterflies from the Tiny Bows and Butterflies plate. And I did cut out a heart in the center of this, added a scallop heart, and added another fussy cut image here, and more fussy cut images with some tiny little butterflies. And here's my Eyelet Doily Die, and this Thinking of You is from the new Stamp and Die set. And I just tore some papers here, added a charm with an eyelet, and have some lace, I think I mentioned that, and a seam binding bow. And so I created that. And then also I created a 3x3 card, and that's using the 3x3 card die, which is this one here. And so I used from the new paper pad here, and from some of the other lines, I believe I used the Spring Solids 2024. I have my watering can. I fussy cut and popped that up, added stickles, and I have Warm Spring Wishes. And these tiny little butterflies, again, from the Tiny Bows and Butterflies plate, and another little seam binding bow. And this little oval piece is from the More Cocoa mugs and stuff. And I'm going to leave all the links down below to the products that I've used. Okay, so let me do a quick recap of the products we're releasing today. First of all, we have our new paper pad, and this one is called the Blooming Pastels 2026. So you get 4 of these, pretty pink plaid. Here's the orange plaid. And here's this plaid here. And this here. It's like a green. Here's the blue plaid. Here's the purple plaid. And next we have our Blooming Days ephemera, and let me share with you what that looks like. And we also have our new Stamp and Die set, Where Flowers Bloom. Love this set, and of course it comes with the coordinating dies. And if you purchase this set, once you've matched up where your dies fit with your stamps, line them up as you see on your stamp, so it's easy to find. And next we have our seed pocket die, and this measures, once it's put together, 3 7/16 by 4 13/16. It comes with sentiments. You get seeds, let love grow, spread the love, and seeds of gratitude. And these 3 cut out at the same time. And if you want to cut out the center, you would use this stitched heart here. And it leaves an outside stitching on the seed pocket. But if you want to add your scallop heart, you can cut this out in a different contrasting color and add that. And so these are my, I've already showed you the blue one. Here's the one I created yesterday. Isn't that pretty? I love it. And I'll leave my sneaky peek video down below so you can look at everything in more detail if you wish. And then also in this release is these scattered dots, and the embossing area is 5 5/8 by 5 5/8. And this is what I created. I created a 3.75 by 4.75 card, and I just loved using just a monochrome as part of the background, and then the image and the butterfly with the pop of color. Love that. And then next in this release is the More Butterflies plate die, and you get 18 butterflies and with the bodies, and there's side butterflies as well. And so the bodies you have side bodies and the center bodies, and the smallest one, which is a 1/2 inch butterfly, measures about 9/16 by 7/8, and for the side one. And then for the smallest full butterfly, it's about 7/8 by 3/4, and the largest one measures 1 9/16 by 1 7/8, just to give you an idea. And then we have a new plate. It's called Tiny Bows and Butterfly Plate Die, and I love this one. This one has 26 bows of different sizes. They measure 7/16, which is probably maybe this one, and the largest is 7/8, which I think maybe this one. And then with all these butterflies, you get 30 of those, and you have this teeny tiny one. It measures a little over 1/8 of an inch and under 3/16, and up till a half of an inch butterfly. So perfect for those tiny little details that I love to add. And then also we have the round oval dies, and you get your scallops and then your stitched layers. And here are all the measurements for the scalloped ones, starting from the smallest to the largest. You have 2 5/8 by 1 5/16, 3 1/8 by 1 7/8, 3 5/8 by 2 5/16, and 4 1/16 by 2 3/4. And so let me do a quick share of those products again. Let's see. So I have my Gable box here, and here you can see the round oval die in the background, and I just cut it where you can't see it here because I wanted it to fit on this A2 Fancy Frame die. And here's from the More Butterflies plate, and these are the tiny little butterflies from the Tiny Bows and Butterflies plate. So that's that one. And then also on my my topper die, my scallop topper die, I also have the round oval die here. And again, the same boot and the tiny little butterflies, and again for the More Butterflies plate. And on my Criss Cross card, again I'm using the ephemera that I fussy cut, and here's again more of the tiny butterflies, and for the More Butterflies plate. And then all the stamps you see on my projects are from the new Stamp and Die set. And here's more, again, my tiny little treat box with the ephemera that I fussy cut. And I think that was it. And so those are all my projects for the 162nd release. And so I'm going to leave all the product links down below. And and don't forget to leave a comment down below for a chance to win a $50 gift card to My Creative Time. And you just need to be 18 years or older, subscribe to each and every one of our channels, and let's see, be 18 years or older, follow us, and let's see, I think that's it. I'll leave all the rules down below. And you'll also have 2 chances to win if you follow us on Instagram as well as on school. So you got 3 chances to win. And let's see, and I'm going to leave all of our coupon codes down below, so make sure you use that for 15% off your entire order. And my coupon code is Christine, but please feel free to share the love with any of my design team sisters. And thank you all so much for using my code. I really appreciate that. And I think that's it. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. And I thank you all so much for watching. Bye for now.